Finally over, got the 25-man on there. Your thought about why some of the choices to have, Kyle on there and Pedro on there and leaving some other guys off?
I think having the third catcher just gives us the flexibility to use either Austin or Yasmani in a big spot off the bench, and to have coverage with Kyle. And also, I love Kyle's at-bat quality. He can play third, he can play some second, some first, so he gives us that versatility. But his quality of at-bat played a factor in that. And as far as the Baez versus Locastro, I think that ultimately Pedro has been a big part of what we've done all year. I trust him, and arguably he's been our highest leverage reliever outside of Kenley all year, and so I just think it makes sense.
Next question. Go on.
Naturally, Locastro was in it for the speed element. You said if he made it, it was going to be for his legs as a burner. Your thought about, do you think without him, you guys lacked in that perhaps in close games here in the postseason?
I think that dynamic to flat out steal a base, I think that we don't have that guy. Can we steal a base? Are there numerous guys that can steal a base? Absolutely. But that element of a sheer base steal that Tim brought, we don't have that. But you look at the Diamondbacks and a right-handed dominant lineup, so to have PD as a matchup guy potential, I think that gives us a big advantage too.
Next.
Hi, Andy.
Yeah. How are you?
Doing well, thank you.
Just take us through the decision on Logan over Chase.
Well, obviously, I don't think that we could have made a wrong decision. I think that part of it is that I think there's a tick grade better defense from Logan. You've got your ace on the mound, and the ability to have Chase on the bench to use him at any point in time to impact the game from the bench, I think holds huge value. Whether to hit for Logan or to hit in the pitcher spot. I also think that as Logan's first postseason, I think it's a benefit for him to start a game, to get into the game, the flow of a postseason, as opposed to coming off the bench and taking his first pinch hit or postseason at bat off the bench potentially. So Chase, Logan, those guys, it doesn't always matter for us who starts. I expect Chase to be a part of this game in some capacity, but that's kind of what my thoughts were.
Tim.
Dave, what do you make of this first week of the postseason, all these starters getting hammered? Any common threads? See anything?
Common threads. I think that hitters have been aggressive and just kind of miss location. Guys are taking good at bats, they're spoiling pitches, pitch counts are getting way up there, and you can see managers going to their pen pretty early. So that's a great thing about this game, though, is that he's just so unpredictable. You can draw it out, talk about it, but you still got to go out there and play. But as far as tonight, we'll take our chance with our guy.
Yeah.
Dave, just with the expectations that seemingly always exist with the Dodgers, and then you get the discussion of the 5 division titles and the record season this year, and somebody brings up their payroll and all those things when they're rolled into one. Now that you're in lap 2, how does that manifest in terms of your experience? What do you hear? What do you think about? What do you not think about in terms of all that discussion about this is a must-win kind of a team and a time?
I just think that, speaking for the guys in the clubhouse, we put more. We have more expectations for ourselves than I think that anyone can put on us. We all haven't been here for the last 5 division championships, but we understand what it means to the city, this fan base. It's a great group of guys, players, and we know the opportunity we have. And up to this point, we've done pretty well putting ourselves in the situation to win it all. But right now, we can't. We do a good job of not getting too far ahead of things that we really can't control. We don't know what's going to happen in the World Series, but I know that we have an opponent in Arizona that we've prepared for, we know, and we've got to beat them in a short series. And so that's our only focus. Not not say that we don't know ultimately what the goal is and what our expectations are, but I don't see this pressure. I think that we know we have the capability to step out there and play.
With all the experience that Rich Hill has and all the ups and downs he's been through over the years, what can he bring to the clubhouse? And how does that kind of manifest itself among the rest of the guys?
Rich is, he's kind of, this could go a couple different ways, but I want to keep it fine, keep it straight. Rich is a great guy. He's a great competitor. He's wacky on his start days, as it's been well documented. He and I have had some good run-ins. It's been great. But you know what? That edge that he brings and the way that this guy prepares like no other. He's a baseball player. He gets more mad when he swings and misses than he does giving up a homer. You know, this guy thinks that he's Superman on the baseball field. So it's kind of comical at times, but guys love him. He competes. And when you got guys like Clayton, Alex Wood, Richie, and for you to come into this environment, it's a good foursome, and they kind of feed off each other. And you know, you look at our teams that are built for the postseason, and you got to pitch, and that starting depth, I think that we have it. And Rich is right there in the middle of it.